Everybody, got a pretty interesting film for you today called The Frankenstein Theory. It just barely came out on Friday, March 1st on VOD. I watched it. I had barely heard about it. I can't remember where I heard about it, but it was pretty good. It wasn't as bad as I was expecting, to tell you the truth. The film is directed by Andrew Weiner, and he also wrote part of it. Um, and you can tell it's a really golden concept. I love the concept of this film. It involves the Frankenstein's monster from the book. I've never read the book, so I'm not 100% sure of how this ties in, but somehow it ties into the book where the main character is a descendant of someone who received these letters from the original book. And he's like a chemist and a history major in some big college. And what he does is he decides to hire a film crew, and it's basically his whole obsession has been to find out if Frankenstein's monster is true, because he has reasonable belief with the evidence that he's come across that there's a real Frankenstein's monster and it lives up by the Arctic Circle. So he takes his film crew up to northern Canada, and it's really interesting the way they tie it into the book. If you watch the movie, I don't want to give too many spoilers. And I mean, the guy's obsession comes through. The acting overall is kind of mediocre, about what you expect from one of these movies. Not worse than what you'd expect, but about what you'd expect for one of these found footage type films. And I know a lot of people are going to complain it's found footage. And that doesn't bug me because I like found footage. I did have some complaints about the film, but like I said, the concept is golden. They tease you along. They explain just enough of the monster and what's going on. The problem is, I think they tease you maybe a little too much. They have some filler scenes. They meet like a drug dealer who's seen the monster, and the way his scene goes through, it's pretty cool. Some pretty decent acting. And then there's one character who's like their guide, and he's a character you'll recognize him. So you see him in the guide that takes him into the wilderness in Canada. He's pretty awesome, actor wise. And the story, the concept, the theory the guy has, the Frankenstein theory this guy has in his head, when they talk about it, it really sounds cool in the scripting and all that. The problem is, and I think it's the problem most people are going to have, besides, the people that are complaining, oh, it's, your generic found footage film. It is a little bit of a generic found footage film, but like I said, I like found footage. The scenery's great with, the great white north of Canada and all that. That's awesome. The plot's golden. The acting's mediocre. But the problem I had with it is that you just don't see enough of the monster. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's like your classic found footage. You don't see it till the very end. Um, and yeah, I'm ruining it, kind of spoiling it for you. But you know what? That's what's going to ruin it for you. That's the only part that felt a little dragged out to me. I wish they would have found at least some more items of the creature, something to get a little more into the creature's head, because all the stuff we heard about the creature was just theory till we see it. And you see it really quick at the end, a couple quick scenes. And I don't really mind it because the plot, the theory, and the plot and everything was so good. But I did feel a little bit cheated. The last shot of the film is pretty cool, and that's kind of where the whole found footage thing plays the best, as the final shot of the film. Um, but for the people complaining, it's just another found footage film. It is, but just like any good movie, any style film, you got to have a kind of a cool concept. I'd like to see this concept expanded. Hopefully, this movie, they can make a good sequel to it and explain more about the creature, or maybe somehow reboot this film and maybe show a little bit more of the creature, maybe just a little bit more into the creature's head to see if the main character's theories about him are right. But overall, I'll give it a 3 out of 5 stars. Not the greatest thing ever. You might not like it because they don't show the creature that much. But if you're renting films, it's a good rental, I think. So 3 out of 5, average film overall, but 3 out of 5 because I like the concept, and I will recommend it as a rental. All right, that's my spiel on the Frankenstein theory. I think my next video is going to be my contest winner for my 500 subs. So go ahead and check that out. I'll put an annotation in the video. And thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me rattle on about the Frankenstein theory. If you see it in the video store, check it out.